Welcome to our channel. Today, we are going to practice English through something you already do every day, your daily life. You don't need to travel to another country to practice English. You don't need to have a long conversation with a native speaker. You can start practicing English from the moment you wake up. The key is to describe simple things in English. Let's imagine that you have just opened your eyes. You look at the clock. You can think, I'm awake. I need to get up. I'm still a little tired. It's time to start my day. These sentences are simple, but they are extremely useful. The goal is to make English part of your everyday thoughts. Now imagine that you get out of bed. You walk to the bathroom. You can describe what you are doing. I'm going to take a shower. I need to brush my teeth. I'm getting ready for the day. I need to get dressed. The expression get dressed means to put on your clothes. For example, I need to get dressed before breakfast. I'm getting dressed now. You can also say get ready. Get ready means to prepare yourself for something. For example, I need to get ready for work. I need to get ready for school. I'm getting ready to leave. This small difference is useful. Get dressed focuses mainly on putting on your clothes. Get ready is broader. It can include getting dressed, brushing your teeth, preparing your bag, and doing other things before you leave. Now imagine that you are getting ready for work. You look at the clock. You suddenly realize that you don't have much time. You can say, I need to hurry. I'm running late. I don't have much time. I need to leave soon. The expression, I'm running late, means that you are behind your expected schedule. For example, I'm running late for work. I'm running late for class. I'm running late, so I need to hurry. This is a very useful expression in daily life. Now let's imagine that you are almost ready. You have your clothes on. Your bag is ready. Your phone is in your pocket. You can say, I'm almost ready. I just need to grab my bag. The verb grab has several meanings, but in everyday English it can mean to quickly take or get something. For example, I'll grab my jacket. Let me grab my phone. I'll grab something to eat. This makes your English sound more natural because grab is very common in everyday conversation. Now imagine that you are in the kitchen. You are hungry. You can say, I'm hungry. I need something to eat. I'll make some breakfast. I don't have much time, so I'll make something quick. The word quick means taking a short amount of time. For example, I'll have a quick breakfast. I need a quick shower. Let's take a quick break. Now imagine that you open the refrigerator. You look inside. You can describe your thoughts in English. Let's see what I have. I don't have much food. I have some eggs. I think I'll make an omelet. These are not difficult sentences, but they are excellent practice because they describe real thoughts. Now let's imagine that breakfast is ready. You sit down and check your phone. You look at your messages. You might think, let me check my messages. I have a few notifications. I'll answer them later. I don't want to waste too much time. The expression, I'll answer them later, is useful when you decide to postpone something. Postpone means to do something at a later time instead of doing it now. For example, I'll answer the message later. I'll finish the work later. I'll deal with that later. Now you finish breakfast. It's time to leave. You check that you have everything. My phone is here. My keys are here. My wallet is here. I think I'm ready. Let's go. This is a great opportunity to practice English because you are connecting words with real actions. Now let's build a complete morning routine. I wake up and check the time. I need to get up because I have a busy day ahead. I'm still tired, but I can't stay in bed. I get dressed and get ready for work. Then I go to the kitchen and make some breakfast. I don't have much time, so I make something quick. After breakfast, I check my phone. I have a few messages, but I'll answer them later. I grab my bag and check that I have everything. My phone, keys, and wallet are all with me. I'm almost ready. I put on my shoes and leave the house. I'm running a little late, so I need to hurry. Now notice how simple vocabulary can create a complete story. You don't need advanced grammar. You don't need complicated words. You need useful verbs and expressions that describe your real life. Let's focus on a few important vocabulary words from today's lesson. Routine means the things you regularly do. Get ready means prepare yourself. Get dressed means put on your clothes. Hurry means move or act quickly. Grab can mean quickly take or get something. Notification is a message or alert that appears on your phone or another device. Later means at a time after now, and running late means you are behind schedule. Now let's finish with a natural shadowing passage. Imagine that this is your morning. Listen to the meaning first, then speak naturally. I just woke up and I'm still a little tired. I need to get up and start my day. I have a busy morning ahead of me. I'm going to take a shower and get dressed. Then I'll make some breakfast. I don't have much time, so I'll make something quick. After breakfast, I'll check my messages. I have a few things to do before I leave. I'll grab my bag and make sure I have my keys. I'm almost ready. I just need to put on my shoes. I'm running a little late, so I need to hurry. Okay, everything is ready. It's time to go. Excellent. The most important lesson today is simple. Your daily routine can become your English practice. You can describe what you are doing while you are doing it. You can describe what you need. You can describe what you want. You can describe what you are thinking about. Start with simple sentences. Don't worry about making them impressive. Make them useful. The more often you connect English with your real life, the easier it becomes to think and speak naturally. Tomorrow morning, try describing your routine in English. You may be surprised by how much English you already know. Keep listening, keep practicing, and keep speaking English in your daily life. In the previous chapter, we practiced describing your morning in English. Today, we are going to continue from there. We will learn how to talk about your day. You will learn how to describe what you are doing, what you need to do, what you have already finished, and what you plan to do next. These are some of the most useful skills for everyday English. Let's start with a simple question. What are you doing today? You can answer, I'm working today. I'm studying today. I'm staying home today. I'm meeting a friend today. Notice the pattern. I'm plus an activity. This is an easy way to talk about something happening around now or around today. Now let's make the sentences more specific. I'm working from home today. I'm studying for an exam today. I'm meeting a friend after work. I'm staying home this evening. These sentences give more information without becoming complicated. Now imagine someone asks, what do you have to do today? You can use, I have to. This expression is extremely useful. It means something is necessary or required. I have to go to work. I have to finish this report. I have to buy some groceries. I have to make a phone call. I have to clean my room. The word groceries means food and other household items that you buy from a store. Now let's talk about things you need to do, but perhaps not immediately. You can say, I need to. I need to send an email. I need to call my friend. I need to finish my work. I need to go shopping. I need to clean the kitchen. There is a small difference between I have to and I need to. Both can express necessity, but I need to often sounds more personal, while I have to can emphasize an obligation or requirement. For everyday conversation, both are very useful. Now imagine that you have several things to do. You can organize your thoughts by saying, first I'll, then I'll. After that, I'll. Finally, I'll. These expressions help you explain your plans clearly. For example, first, I'll finish my work. Then, I'll go to the supermarket. After that, I'll make dinner. Finally, I'll relax. This is a simple structure, but it is powerful. You can use it when talking about your day, explaining a plan, or telling someone what you are going to do. Now, let's talk about something you have already done. You can say, I've already. The word already means something happened before now. I've already had breakfast. I've already finished my work. I've already sent the email. I've already cleaned the room. This is very useful when someone asks you to do something that you have completed. For example, can you send the email? You can answer, I've already sent it. That means the action is finished. Now let's look at the opposite. I haven't, yet. Yet means something has not happened up to now, but you expect it to happen later. I haven't eaten yet. I haven't finished yet. I haven't decided yet. I haven't called him yet. This is extremely common in everyday English. Imagine someone asks, "Have you had lunch?" You can answer, "Not yet," or "I haven't eaten yet." Both are natural. Now let's talk about plans. You can say, "I'm planning to." This means you have an intention or idea for the future. I'm planning to travel next month. I'm planning to study tonight. I'm planning to visit my family this weekend. I'm planning to start exercising. Another useful expression is, "I'm thinking about." This means you are considering something. I'm thinking about changing my routine. I'm thinking about taking an English course. I'm thinking about going out tonight. The word considering has a similar meaning. If you are considering something, you are thinking carefully about whether you should do it. Now imagine someone asks, "Are you going out tonight?" You don't have a definite plan. You can say, "I'm not sure yet," or "I haven't decided yet." These expressions are useful when your plans are not final. You don't have to give a definite answer when you don't know yet. Now let's talk about free time. Someone might ask, "What do you usually do after work?" You could say, "I usually go home and relax. Sometimes I meet friends. I often watch something before going to bed. I like to read when I have time." These sentences use simple vocabulary, but they allow you to talk about your habits. Now let's learn an important expression. I'm looking forward to. This means you are excited or happy about something that will happen in the future. For example, I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing my friends. I'm looking forward to my vacation. Remember that after looking forward to, we normally use a noun or an activity ending in ing. I'm looking forward to meeting you. I'm looking forward to seeing you. This is a very useful expression for natural conversation. Now let's put today's language into one complete description. Imagine someone asks you, "How's your day going?" You can answer, "It's going pretty well. I have a lot to do today, but I'm managing. First, I need to finish some work. Then I'll go to the supermarket. After that, I'm planning to make dinner. I haven't decided what to cook yet. Maybe I'll make something simple. Later, I'll probably relax at home. I'm looking forward to having a quiet evening." Notice how many useful patterns appear naturally. I need to. Then I'll. I'm planning to. I haven't decided yet. I'll probably. I'm looking forward to. These are not just sentences for a lesson. They are building blocks for everyday conversations. Now let's learn some vocabulary. Manage means successfully deal with something, especially when it is difficult or busy. Probably means something is likely to happen, but you are not completely certain. Plan means an idea about what you intend to do. Decide means to choose after thinking about different possibilities. Routine means the usual pattern of activities in your life. Activity means something that you do. Now let's finish with a natural shadowing passage. Imagine that a friend asks you about your day. "My day is pretty busy today. I have a few important things to finish. First, I need to complete some work. Then I'll take a short break. After that, I have to go to the supermarket. I haven't decided what I'm going to cook tonight. I'll probably make something simple. Later, I might watch a movie or read for a while. I'm not sure yet. I'll decide when I get home. Tomorrow, I have a few more things to do. But for now, I'm just focusing on today. I'm taking things one step at a time." Excellent work. Today you learned how to talk about your activities, responsibilities, completed tasks, unfinished tasks, plans, and free time. You also learned how to organize your thoughts with simple expressions like first, then, after that, and finally. These expressions make your English easier to follow. They also help you speak for longer without getting lost. Remember, you don't need complicated sentences to have a meaningful conversation. Start with what you know. Talk about what you are doing. Talk about what you need to do. Talk about what you have already done. And talk about what you plan to do next. This is everyday English. And the more you practice talking about your real life, the more naturally English will come to you. Keep listening, keep practicing, and keep speaking English in your daily life. In the first chapter, we practiced talking about your morning. In the second chapter, we learned how to talk about your plans, responsibilities, and activities. Now we are going to take the next step. Today, you will practice having simple conversations about daily life. These are the conversations you might have with a friend, a coworker, a classmate, or someone you meet during the day. The goal is not to speak perfectly. The goal is to keep the conversation moving. Let's begin with one of the most useful questions in everyday English. What are you up to? This is a casual way to ask what someone is doing or what they are planning to do. You could answer, I'm just working. I'm studying for a test. I'm getting ready to go out. I'm not doing much. I'm just relaxing at home. The word just is very common in natural English. It can make a statement sound more casual. For example, I'm just checking my email. I'm just looking around. I'm just taking a break. Now imagine that you meet a friend during the afternoon. You want to ask about their day. You can say, how's your day going? They might answer, it's going pretty well, or it's been a little stressful. The word stressful describes something that causes stress or pressure. You can also ask, have you been busy today? This means you want to know whether the person has had many things to do. A natural answer could be, yeah, I've been really busy, or not really. It's been a pretty quiet day. The word quiet can describe a day when there isn't much activity or excitement. Now let's say your friend tells you that they have had a difficult day. You don't need a complicated response. You can say, that sounds difficult. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things get better. These expressions show that you are listening and that you care about what the other person is saying. Now imagine your friend tells you some good news. Maybe they got a new job. You can say, that's great. Congratulations. That's really good to hear. I'm happy for you. These expressions are simple, but they are important for natural conversations. Now let's talk about making plans. You want to spend some time with your friend this weekend. You can ask, do you have any plans for the weekend? Your friend might say, not yet. You can make a suggestion. Would you like to grab some coffee? The expression grab some coffee is casual everyday English. It doesn't mean you physically grab the coffee. It simply means to go somewhere and have coffee. You can use the same pattern with other activities. Let's grab some lunch. Let's grab a quick bite. Do you want to grab a coffee? A quick bite means a small or quick meal. Now imagine your friend agrees. You need to decide when to meet. You can ask, what time works for you? This is a very useful expression. Means, what time is convenient for you? Your friend might say, how about 3? You can answer, 3 works for me. This means 3 o'clock is convenient for you. You could also say, that works, or sounds good. These short expressions are extremely common in everyday conversations. Now imagine 3 o'clock doesn't work. You don't need to reject the plan completely. You can suggest another time. I'm not free at 3. Could we meet a little later? How about 5 instead? The word instead means in place of something else. For example, could we meet on Saturday instead? I'll have tea instead. Let's go tomorrow instead. Now let's imagine that your plans change. You were supposed to meet your friend at 3, but something unexpected happens. You need to send a message. Something came up. This is a very useful expression. It means an unexpected situation or problem has appeared. For example, sorry, something came up. Can we meet later? You don't always need to explain every detail. Something came up is a natural way to explain that your plans have changed. Now imagine your friend says, no problem, just let me know. Let me know means tell me when you have the information. You can use this expression in many situations. Let me know when you're ready. Let me know what you decide. Let me know if you need anything. This is one of the most useful everyday expressions to learn. Now let's practice how to keep a conversation going. Sometimes someone tells you something and you don't know what to say next. You can ask a follow-up question. A follow-up question is a question that continues the same topic. For example, what did you do this weekend? You answer, I visited my family. The other person could ask, how was it? Or, where did you go? Or, did you have a good time? These questions show interest and keep the conversation moving. Let's imagine another example. Someone says, I'm learning to cook. You could respond, really, what are you learning to make? This is much more natural than simply saying, okay. Good conversations are often built from simple questions. Now let's learn a few expressions for agreeing. Exactly. I agree. You're right. That makes sense. That's true. And if you have a different opinion, you can be polite. I'm not sure I agree. I see your point, but I look at it a little differently. These expressions allow you to disagree without sounding aggressive. Now let's put everything into a natural conversation. Imagine you meet a friend after work. Hey, what are you up to? I'm just finishing some work. Have you been busy today? Yeah, I've been really busy. That sounds difficult. It was, but I'm almost finished. Do you have any plans for the evening? Not really. Would you like to grab some coffee? Sure. What time works for you? How about 6? That works for me. Great, I'll see you then. Sounds good. This conversation uses simple English, but notice how naturally it moves from one topic to another. You don't need advanced vocabulary. You need expressions that help you respond quickly. Now let's learn some important vocabulary. Casual means relaxed and informal. Stressful means causing stress or pressure. Suggest means to give someone an idea or option. Convenient means suitable or easy for someone. Instead means in place of another choice. Unexpected means something you did not expect. And follow-up question means another question that continues the conversation. Now let's finish with a natural shadowing passage. Imagine you are talking to a friend after work. How's your day going? It's been pretty busy, but I'm doing okay. What are you up to tonight? I'm not sure yet. Do you have any plans? Not really. Would you like to grab some coffee? Sure, that sounds good. What time works for you? How about 6? That works for me. Great. I'll let you know if anything changes. Perfect. See you later. See you then. Excellent work. Today you learned how to start conversations. You learned how to ask about someone's day. You practiced making plans. You learned how to suggest an activity. You practiced changing plans politely. And you learned how to keep a conversation going with follow-up questions. Remember this important idea. A good conversation is not about saying impressive things. It is about responding naturally. Ask a question. Listen to the answer. React to what the person says. Then continue the topic. You don't need to control the entire conversation. You simply need to participate. And the more you practice these small interactions, the more comfortable speaking English will become. Keep listening, keep practicing, and keep speaking English in your daily life. This is the final chapter of today's lesson. You have already practiced talking about your morning. You learned how to describe your plans and activities. You also practiced everyday conversations with other people. Now we are going to bring everything together. Imagine one complete day. You will wake up. You will get ready. You will work or study. You will talk to someone. You will make plans. You will deal with a small problem. And finally, you will relax at the end of the day. The goal is to practice connecting simple sentences naturally. Let's begin. You wake up in the morning and look at the clock. You realize that you slept a little longer than usual. You need to get ready quickly. You get out of bed and start your morning routine. You take a shower. You get dressed. Then you go to the kitchen and make breakfast. While you are eating, you think about your plans. You have several things to do today. First, you need to finish some work. Then you have to go to the supermarket. Later, you are planning to meet a friend. You finish breakfast and check your phone. You have a few messages waiting for you. One of them is from your friend. Your friend asks, "What are you up to today?" You answer, "I'm working this morning and I'm meeting a friend later." Your friend asks, "Do you have any plans for the evening?" You think for a moment, you haven't decided yet. You reply, "I'm not sure yet." Your friend says, "Let me know if you want to do something." Answer, "Sure, I'll let you know." Now you are ready to leave. You grab your bag, you check your keys, phone, and wallet. Everything is ready. You leave the house. On the way to work, you realize that you are running a little late. You don't panic. You simply hurry and continue moving. When you arrive, you start working. You have several tasks to finish. You decide to take things one step at a time. First, you answer your important emails. Then you work on a project. After that, you take a short break. A coworker walks over and asks, "How's your day going?" You answer, "It's going pretty well." Your coworker says, "Have you been busy?" You reply, "Yeah, I've been pretty busy this morning." Your coworker tells you about a problem they are having. You listen carefully. Then you say, "That sounds difficult." Your coworker explains the situation. You have an idea. You say, "Maybe you could try this." Your coworker thinks about your suggestion. That makes sense. You continue working. A few hours later, you realize that you have finished most of your important tasks. You feel relieved. The word relieved describes the feeling you have when something difficult or stressful is over. You can say, "I'm relieved that it's finished." "I'm relieved that everything worked out." Now it is lunchtime. You haven't eaten yet. You decide to go somewhere nearby. You send a message to your friend. "Do you want to grab some lunch?" Your friend replies, "Sure. What time works for you?" You check the time. "How about 1?" Your friend says, "That works for me." You meet for lunch. You talk about your morning. Your friend tells you about their day. You ask a few follow-up questions. You don't need to prepare every sentence. You simply listen and respond. This is how natural conversations work. After lunch, you return to work. You have one more important task to finish. You tell yourself, "I'll finish this before I leave." You focus on the task. After some time, it is finally done. You close your laptop. You look at the time. It is time to go home. Before leaving, your coworker asks, "Are you doing anything tonight?" You answer, "Not really." Your coworker says, "Would you like to grab a coffee?" You think about it. You are a little tired. You decide to go home instead. You say, "Thanks, but I think I'll head home." The expression "head home" means to go home. It is a very natural expression in everyday English. Your coworker says, "No problem, maybe another day." You answer, "Sounds good." You leave work and head home. On the way, your friend sends you another message. They ask if you want to meet later. You have already decided to stay home. You reply, "I think I'll stay in tonight." Stay in means to remain at home instead of going out. You could also say, "I'm going to have a quiet evening." Your friend understands. "That's fine, have a good evening." You answer, "You too." When you arrive home, you put your bag down, you change into comfortable clothes, you make something to eat. Now the busy part of your day is over. You sit down and relax. You think about everything you did today. It wasn't a perfect day. You were running late in the morning. You had a lot of work. You had a few problems, but you handled everything. You made progress, and now you can relax. This is an important expression. I handled it. It means you successfully dealt with a situation or problem. You can say, "It was difficult, but I handled it." "I had a busy day, but I handled it." Now let's review some useful expressions from today's complete story. "I'm running late. I need to get ready." "I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know." "What are you up to?" "That sounds difficult." "That makes sense." "Let's grab some lunch." "What time works for you?" "I'll head home." "I'll stay in tonight." "I'm relieved it's finished." "I handled it." These expressions are useful because they describe situations that happen in real life. Now let's do the final shadowing passage. This time, imagine that you are telling someone about your day. "I woke up a little late this morning. I had to get ready quickly. I made breakfast and checked my phone. Then I left the house and went to work. I was running a little late, but I made it on time. I had a busy morning." I finished several important tasks. Then I met a friend for lunch. We talked about our plans for the weekend. After lunch, I went back to work. I had one more task to finish. Fortunately, I got it done before I left. After work, I decided to head home. I was tired, so I wanted a quiet evening. I made dinner and relaxed for a while. Now I'm finally able to slow down. It was a busy day, but I handled it. I'm tired, but I'm happy with what I accomplished. Tomorrow is another day. I'll deal with it when it comes. Excellent work. You have now completed the entire daily life lesson. Today you practice something very important. You practice turning ordinary experiences into English. Your morning can become English practice. Your plans can become English practice. Your conversations can become English practice. Even small problems can become English practice. You don't have to sit with a grammar book all day. Look around you. Describe what you are doing. Describe what you need. Describe what you have already done. Describe what you are planning. Ask yourself simple questions. Then answer them in English. This creates a powerful habit. You stop treating English as something that only happens during a lesson. Instead, English becomes part of your daily life. And that is the real goal. Not perfect English. Not complicated English. Useful English. Natural English. English that you can actually use. Keep listening. Keep shadowing. Keep describing your life in English. And little by little, speaking will become more natural. I'll see you in the next lesson.